clear your throat, because what I'm about to drop, it's raw, it's direct, and it's uncut. No sugar, no filter, just facts. Pull up, lock in, and stay with me. I'm about to snatch this lie out the air so we can get to the receipts. And believe me, these receipts, they don't just speak, they scream. But before we jump in, pause real quick. Hit that smash that subscribe, and share this with the one person who needs the truth today. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments too. Now let's roll the clip. Starring in this mess, Tiffany's old neighbor, Mayor Christopher Clark. Y'all remember him? Mr. Me No Trustee. Yeah, that guy. And guess who's back in Harvey? Stirring up drama? Jedediah. And when Jedediah pops up, phew, it's automatic chaos as, oh, here's the setup. Clark sat down for a full interview. I watched live, and let me tell you, within 5 minutes, he was tangled in his own words. Contradictions on contradictions. Lies caught in 4K. I froze the frame, zoomed in close, and asked myself, would I trust that face? Be real, you wouldn't either. That whole room he sat in, that's a little courtroom look-alike where he runs his meetings. Same spot Tiffany used to pull her antics. And let me be clear, he's terrible at it. Just awful. Chris, you'll never be my mayor, and tonight I'll show you why. Picture it. Chill conversation, nothing major. People are talking casual, regular. Then out of nowhere, someone calls him Chris. Yep, Chris. And for the record, that's his real name. That's the mayor himself. But here's the switch up. It wasn't a mistake. Nobody confused him with a Mike or a John. They called him Chris because that's his government name. And you're probably thinking, okay, so what? Oh, just wait. Because what comes next? That's when the mask cracks wide open. The second they call him Chris, he flips like, how dare you not call me King? Hold up, King? Sir, your name is Chris. That's what's printed bold on your license. Laughs. The ego jumped out so fast it almost tripped over its own shoes. Imagine catching an attitude because somebody dared to call you by your actual name. That's not power, that's pettiness. The only time the halfway works is when a teacher reminds kids, I'm not your buddy, I'm your teacher. That's respect. This is just clown behavior. But we're not talking kids here. We're talking adults. Your own community. And you're melting down because they didn't stroke your ego with King? Sir, relax. They didn't call you Zesty. They didn't roast you with some wild nickname. They said Chris. That's who you are. And that little neck roll you threw in, that's the stereotype they always throw at black women. So when a black man, does it, 9 times out of 10, it's envy. And honestly, it's giving, I wish I had her shine, but I don't. That's exactly what it's giving. Then here comes the fake deep line. I wasn't raised to take that kind of talk. Please, you're not out here chopping wood and herding cattle. You're a mayor. Sit down somewhere. And don't even get me started on that hand. Because the way that hand kept creeping into the shot, phew, that hand was a bigger character than you. The hand was screaming, look at me, I'm the star. Sir, calm down. Your little box on screen was already too small, but somehow your hand stole center stage anyway. Sit that hand down before it embarrasses you again. Because honestly, that hand told more truth about who you are than anything you said. And then you top it off with, freedom of speech ain't free. Lord, here we go with the pseudo-philosophy again. Dropping weak bars and then staring at the camera like you just wrote scripture. Freedom of speech ain't free. $1 ain't really $1. Stop. Yes, it is, sir. You're not a philosopher. That dramatic stare doesn't make your words deep. Here's the real truth. Freedom of speech means the government can't lock you up for what you say. That's it. It doesn't mean folks won't respond. I could walk up and tell you, you ain't nothing, and drag your mama too. That's my right. But if you haul off and slap me, guess what? That's your right. That's the part you can't control. And that's your problem. You're supposed to be the mayor, the grown-up in the room. Instead, you're itching to throw hands anytime someone checks you. Your hands already cocked back, itching for action, but really, it's just snitching on your insecurity. Obama would have laughed and checked you with finesse. You're just loud, tacky, and pressed. That's not leadership. That's fragility in a suit. And let's talk about how you treat critics. A woman raises her voice in your meeting? Boom. Goon squad on go. 8 grown men dragging her out like she stormed the Capitol. And when her mom calmly walked behind. Snatch 2. Both of them cuffed up. And you still want to preach about not silencing voices? Please. That's not just hypocritical. It's a straight-up lie. And me? I can't stand a liar. You swore up and down you weren't running for that Thornton Township seat. Looked dead into cameras, into faces, and lied clean through your teeth. And then what happens? Boom. Your name pops right up on the ballot. Clear as day, black and white. That's not slick strategy. That's not politics. That's fraud. That's gaslighting an entire community. And I'm not letting it slide. See, real leadership takes discipline. It takes composure, knowing when to ignore nonsense and when to answer with grace. But you answer with lies, cheap threats, and weak theatrics. And when I said I was pulling up, you puffed your chest with, I'm ready for you. Ready for what exactly? To lock me up? And then you backpedal. I don't lock people up unless they need it. That's not funny, sir. That's a straight-up threat, and everybody caught it. Here's the truth about public office. It's a trap for the reckless. The second you clap back, boom, there's a soundbite. And just like that, you're the villain. That's why the job demands self-control. Think of a kindergarten teacher. Kid kicks him in the shin. Do they swing back? Of course not. They rise above. That's what the role requires. And that's why people like you should never sit in a mayor's chair. You don't want leadership. You want drama, chaos, and control. And you're bad at it. Just look at you. Walking contradiction in real time. Swearing folks look at you the wrong way. Playing the I'm one of you card while demanding worship like royalty. Jedediah caught it live. Zoomed in, froze a frame. Earlier, you demanded Mayor Chris or Mayor Clark. But the tag under your own video? C.J. Clark. Where's the mayor title now? The math isn't mattang. Then comes the corniest act of all, the regular guy's speech. I'm Chris. Grew up in Harvey. Emerson Eagles, then Brooks, then Thornridge. Painting yourself like some hometown hero. But the same regular guy insists, just call me king. Imagine saying that with a straight face. Just call me king. Sir, please. Flush the whole man. Because I'm Chris. Just a normal dude who wants to be worshipped. You cannot make this stuff up. And then, fake humility. I practice law. People came to me with problems. God, bless me, so maybe I should bless others. And then nothing. That's the whole story. That's not testimony. That's filler. So let's call it plain. You're a regular guy who lies about running, silences critics, and demands people bow to your ego. Got it. Thanks for the clarity. Then the closer. That's why I relate to y'all. Relate? How, sir? As long as nobody calls you Chris? Even though your own tag literally says C.J. Clark? Which is it? Chris, C.J. or King? Pick a lane and stay in it. Because right now, none of it lines up. None of it makes sense. Now you're rambling. Listing jobs like to resume nobody asked for. Worked in a mill, made steel tubing, drove a forklift. Sir, this isn't LinkedIn. It's stalling. But Jedediah, he's locked in. He's not letting you slide. Every lie, every contradiction, every fake humble flex, it's all exposed in real time. So if you're done with leaders like this, power-hungry frauds who play victim and twist truth to fit their ego, don't stay silent. Share this video. Drop your comments. Let the people know. And most importantly, stay tuned, because the receipts, they're coming heavy. And trust me, this story is far from over.